Hey everyone, this is Dylan, and today I'm going to be doing the next episode in the Masters of Horror television series. That episode is Dance of the Dead. So Dance of the Dead aired on November 11th, 2005, so it's celebrating its 15th anniversary this year. This episode was directed by Toby Hooper. It stars Jessica Lowndes as Peggy, Robert Englund as the MC, and Jonathan Tucker as Jack. So this episode opens up at an outdoor birthday party, and all the kids are having a good time and everything, and then the sky becomes really dark, and then this ash starts falling from the sky, which I don't know if it's ash, but it kind of acts like a very potent acid rain. And so it immediately starts burning everyone who's in there, and the actual people whose birthday it is, the mom and the two daughters basically lock themselves inside of the house and they don't let anybody else in there. And so then we move forward in time. I believe it is 10 years. The girl whose birthday it was is now 17 years old, and she and her mom are running a bakery, diner, but we now are in this post-apocalyptic world where it's like World War III. Some terrorist organization or something has created a bioweapon, and that was what we had seen in the original opening, was this bioweapon happening, and we have this bioweapon, and we're also in the middle of this world war, basically. And into this diner comes basically a bunch of drug addicts, and they are two guys and two girls, and one of the guys named Jack, without the C, he is kind of taken a liking to Peggy, and basically he's like, hey, I'm gonna come here tonight, and Peggy's like, okay, but we're gonna be closed, and he's like, whatever. So she sneaks down to the diner that night, meets up with Jack, and they decide to go to a place called the Doom Room, which is this very punk bar, and they do this thing called the Dance of the Dead. It's kind of what they are known for. And Robert Englund is playing the MC at this club. And while they're at this club, the two drug addicts, Jack and his friend, are there to sell Robert Englund some old people plasma, essentially, which is all part of this act. So Robert Englund takes this drug and he injects it into these people who basically are drug addicts that have overdosed, and it kind of turns them into this zombie-like person, but they are basically hollow shells, but they have these spasms. And this drug is part of had been created from the bioweapon that had been released in the United States, I guess. And basically the Dance of the Dead is where they take these people out and then they electrocute them with cattle prods, and it causes them to do this really spasmic movement, which I guess is kind of considered dancing. While Peggy is there, she actually notices that the girl who is taking part in this Dance of the Dead looks very familiar, and that's where I'm going to stop the synopsis. So let's talk about what I liked about this story. So I definitely enjoyed Robert Englund's performance. I think you can tell he's having a ton of fun, and he really makes this episode. And I also at the end, there is a pretty good twist where we kind of get one character gets their comeuppance. I really liked that. And I had seen this episode before, and I didn't particularly like it the first time I watched it, but rewatching it this time, I actually found a lot more that I liked about it. So I was really pretty happy with that. But now let's get into what I did not like. And the first thing is, I didn't necessarily like this kind of post-apocalyptic setting. I just wasn't that big of a fan of it. I think the story could have played really interestingly if it was not post-apocalyptic, but just real life. But I didn't like that, and I also did not like a specific like special effect camera thing that Tobe Hooper was doing. The best way I can describe it is as almost like this double vision effect. It's just used way too much in this episode, and it's very distracting, and I just did not like it at all. And I think that there was really, the editing choices were very bizarre. It was very chaotic, and sometimes it was very hard to tell what was going on during this episode. So now that you've heard what I thought about this, let's talk about what other people thought of this. On Letterboxd, it has a 2.4 out of 5, and on IMDb, it has a 5.1 out of 10. And I think I actually raised my score on Letterboxd from the first time that I watched this to maybe a 3.5. I believe. I actually liked it a little bit more. I think I had it at a 3 before, and I moved it up to a 3.5 because I actually liked it a lot more than I was expecting. And I think it was mostly that ending that really, either I must have not have been paying attention the first time I watched it, or this ending just resonates a little bit more for me, but I actually enjoyed the ending quite a bit. But that is it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you've seen this episode of Masters of Horror, please let me know in the comments down below what you thought about it. It is streaming on, I think, the Roku channel app, which I don't have a Roku, so I can't confirm that. And then it's also on Tubi, IMDb TV, and Hoopla. And I think almost all of those are free other than the Roku app because you need to have a Roku for it. But you should definitely check this out if you've never seen it before. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're not already subscribed and you'd like to be, please hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a like if you liked it. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day. Bye.